I'm upset. No disrespect, respectfully. But disrespectfully, it's disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. Those vile, disgusting Spartans. Poor little girl, man. And I'm gonna tell him where I'm at. That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. The other state. And of course, as always, I'm upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of M&M Mondays, presented by me, the Maniac, and my brother, the Maze Man. Is he there?
Yo, what's good? It's weird getting that handoff. Yeah,
Yeah, I know. He's you know. I'm the co-host. It's his show. Sorry, I'm just leading. He having some camera issues here, and of course, man, we have our brother here. You know, he's always welcome into the. He don't need the keys to the apartment. He just walk in the door. He go in the fridge. He go get himself a sandwich if he want. It's my brother, man, Johnny. As you know him, Mr. Car Lives, Mr. Go In, Mr. Chef himself. He put that apron on.
Yes, sir. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Glad to be here.
Yes, definitely, man. We always appreciate your time and for joining us today. We're about what, gentlemen? 2 weeks removed from the Natty now, right? About 2 weeks, right?
Yes,
2 weeks. But the good thing, the thing about college football is that it doesn't stop. The games stop for a couple of months, but coaches going here, coaches going there. You still got players, transferring, recruit, committing to school. So, look, we just had some breaking news. I believe it was while you was on your live, Johnny, yesterday, with Garrison. I was able to join shortly a little bit, kick it with y'all. So they lost. OSU just lost Jim Knowles, right? Jim Knowles has signed, they saying the richest contract for the coordinator in the history of college football, about 3.1 a year for 3 years. But it's not that he left Ohio State, guys. It's who he left Ohio State for. And in the circumstances he left Ohio State. So, Johnny, Madman, which one of y'all want to get in the kitchen first?
I guess I'll go first. I know May's trying to do something, but
it
was a little shocking to me yesterday. I didn't expect that. It was a pleasant surprise, but I wasn't expecting it. But the word is he's got family out there, or he's from that area. So that's one thing that makes sense. But somebody else had a good take. Shout out to what's his name? Josh, A House Divided, when I was texting him, and he had the best take on that, him and Marcus, I believe. But it was basically that Jim Knowles is playing chess with this one because your boy James Franklin ain't gonna be around much longer if he don't get it done. So then he gets elevated to the job, the hometown job at Penn State, basically, That's the long play. And to me, that makes the most sense, honestly.
Yeah. No. Yeah, he is a native of Pennsylvania, right? So going back home is always a good thing, right? Like you currently live in Florida, Johnny, but you're originally from Detroit, correct?
Yeah, so Saginaw, Michigan. About an hour
Michigan. Out from Saginaw. So, just imagine getting a job offer up there for way more money. You like, yo, I love this sunny place, but my gots to go. But so there was all right. Not that I really care about because this is more of the gossip side of it.
There's a rumor going around. Tell me, is it true, my friend?
Regarding?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, man, go ahead, man. Go ahead. You good? I know until you get it, you want to get in the kitchen real quick.
Yeah. So it's really me. In case I was wondering. But anyway, so friend of the show hit me with actually it wasn't even a friend of the show. It was Kinetic actually hit us in the chat with the what was supposed to be the quotes from Jim Knowles' wife on what actually took place with his situation at Ohio State, or the other state as we call them here. And apparently, this is according to this source. Now, this isn't us saying this. It's according to his wife, allegedly. They offered him $2.7 million, which would have made him the highest paid DC in college football. And this is the other state we're talking about. But he had offers from Oklahoma and another place I can't think of off the top of my head that isn't Penn State for $3 million. And Penn State obviously came over the top with $3.1 million. But even before we get there, apparently it was said that Jim Knowles went to them like, hey, can I be a part of the parade? And they said, yo, you can't be a part of the parade if you don't sign on the dotted line. And he's like, yo, it doesn't have to be messy. I could just go in there, be with the players, make it look like it's everything is everything. And they like, nah, you either sign, or in the famous words of Johnny, you get nothing.
Do it to him. You're dead.
They did, Johnny.
You get nothing.
Man, they JOJ'd them. They
JOJ, my guy, right on. They probably played Johnny's clip. You get nothing.
On this
they shut his water off right there right there in front of him. And so, and of course, the word on the curb is that he actually approached Penn State about the job opening that they have, because their guy obviously moved on. Their DC moved on, and he went to them like, yo, let me be your DC, where he gets the 3.1 million. It's a slap in the face to the other state, who obviously slapped him in the face. And this honestly sounds right up their alley, because we saw what they did, or we heard what allegedly happened with Erin Dunston once she informed them that she was going to Michigan. They treated her very badly. By the way, those who don't know who Erin Dunston is, she is the director of operations for recruiting for Michigan. Now she was like the director of recruiting or something like that for them. So yeah.
No, I mean, definitely. I mean, phenomenal points, gentlemen. And you already know what we're going to get. Oh, you got Michigan fans, reporting Ohio. I don't know what you... Listen, we're not saying... this is the bottom line.
It's all alleged.
Whether Ohio State offered him the same amount, we don't know, right? That's alleged. What we do know, he's not at Ohio State no more. That's not gossip. That's the truth, right? And another thing is, something went wrong there. That wasn't a peaceful exit, right? Because why he wasn't able to celebrate with the players. And the other rumor is that he did tell players he was coming back. Then you had some people saying that he didn't tell players that. So there's just a lot of back and forth going on now regarding.
That sounds like a narrative out of Columbus. What that sounds like.
No, they perfect. Remember, they don't do nothing.
No, I'm just trying to.
No. I'm being sarcastic. That's scum. We're not scum. We're not Teton. Come on, man, stop it. You're a disgusting program. You've been dirty since Jim Tressel. Let's keep it real, right? So because they talk about cheating, this and that, but they got a whole season vacated for cheating. And before they run up here and be like, gold pants and tattoos, no, you dummies. The reason why the NCAA vacated those wins were because Jim Tressel knowingly played these players, and they were ineligible. Hence why the NCAA say, well, they wasn't supposed to be playing, so we got to take that from you, because you knew that you should have suspended them. And he didn't, because at first they said, all right, cool. He said he act like he didn't know, but then the NCAA found some emails that he knew about it. And that's when they said, oh, wait a minute. No. We're going to take this from you. So that's what they ended up doing. So before any Ohio State fan cried, no, it was just tattoos and memorabilia. No, you play ineligible players. Johnny, that's like saying Andy Reid knowingly knows Kels and Mahomes shouldn't be playing in the Super Bowl because they did something per league rules and they win the Super Bowl. That's cheating. You know they wasn't supposed to be playing. So, guys, I mean, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. We're not going to go down this road. I just really wanted to just bring that to light because people just think that it was just tattoos and memorabilia. No, it was because he played these guys that weren't supposed to be playing, and he knowingly knew. But Johnny and Madman, we'll get back to the Jim Knowles. But it's looking like Winky is not 100% home. He's probably on third base. He's almost home, but now he's being linked to the DC job, Johnny, at New Orleans. Can you touch on that? Because you know something about which coach they was interviewing, the Saints.
Yeah, so basically they interviewed let me see his name because I said it yesterday. What's his name?
He's the crafted
Mike
Kaffer. There you go.
So he interviewed for the head coaching position for New Orleans. He wants Wink to be his defensive coordinator. That's if he gets hired. So if he don't get hired, we ain't got to worry about it at New Orleans. And it's not like he's the number one option. He interviewed, and they're doing more interviews with like Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore, I believe, are interviewing this week. So if I'm in New Orleans, I would take one of those dudes ahead of him. So right now it looks like we're probably going to retain Wink. Hopefully. I mean,
look at this hater.
Yeah, I hope so. Listen, look, I remember, Johnny, about a couple of weeks ago, you was very adamant about this. You weren't the only Michigan fan as well. I saw other people upset that if Wink was to leave, that would have been 4 coordinators in 5 seasons, right? And one thing, regardless, whether it's sports, life, you need stability, man. You need stability in order to be successful. I mean, you know, Michigan still, even with that, still been good, but eventually it's going to bite you in the ass. It is what it is. Pause if y'all want to say that, whatever that is, you know. But
y'all started that, New York.
Yeah, it is.
It's a fact.
If we got, look, Wink, let's be clear though. In the beginning of the season, a lot of us, including myself, because I always keep it a stack, I wasn't fond of Wink. I didn't like what he was doing. We all were. We didn't like the blitzing, right, Johnny? Like, why you need a blitz when you arguably have the best D-line in all the country? And it was just mind-boggling. Once he kind of got, you know, his foot planted, and he started calling the defense the way it should, it was like, goodness gracious, bro. This is what we could have been from the beginning. You know, who knows what could have been, but we not gonna, you know, dwell in the what ifs and could haves. We went 8-5, and that's that. But there is momentum going into next season. If we do lose Wink, gentlemen, what do you think happens regarding our defensive players? Do we have guys enter the portal in the spring? You think we retain them? And do we go for an NFL DC?
That's a good question. And honestly, you never know with players. I think a lot of the players would stay just because of the Michigan kind of culture, and Michigan sends a lot of NFL dudes on the defensive side. Like, you know, you can trust that you're going to get trained right regardless. But I'm not sure if I want another NFL dude unless he wants to be in college, bro. Like, yeah, I'm starting to get tired of it personally, like, because the players, it's hardly ever that you get a new coach and the players don't have growing pains from it. You know, sometimes the transition is smooth. Other times it's like, bro, you half of the year the defense is playing at 75%, and you can tell, like, man, this defense it's good, but they're still making a lot of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? If you got a big game early, that's a problem. So I'm not sure who I want if he leaves. I just know I want somebody that wants to be at Michigan for at least a little bit, bro. Give me 3 years at least, bro.
Let let me ask y'all this, because I'm with you, Johnny. Like, I do feel like at this point we have, you know what I mean? Like, it's been Mike McDonald for 1 year, and then Jesse Minter. At least we had him for 2 years, but still that seemed short, right? And maybe in Jesse, though, I do feel like was going to the NFL no matter what. He was a young guy that kind of had that ambition. But Jim leaving last year didn't help that situation. He was, that kind of just made it for sure he was going, right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask y'all this though, like, though I'm with you and I say, yo, we do need a coach that's going to stick around. I feel like the best programs, back to like Nick Saban, these programs, they have that coaching attrition, right? Like, people always want their coaches because they're successful. And I've been saying this in the comments here on this channel. I know a bunch of people can vouch for this. Like, yo, it's kind of a side effect of success, right? Is, yo, they got it cooking over there. We need some of that cooking. Let's go poach the coaches from over there. Because I feel like if we were in a situation where people didn't want our coaches, then we probably weren't winning, right? Now that's a fact, right? But also, I feel like if you're offering any DC, like if you're giving $3.1 million, by the way, who the hell wants to leave that? I don't care what the NFL job is, if they not offering that and some sort of job security in that form. But so I get it from that standpoint, but I also understand that this is probably going to be a recurring theme, especially if we keep getting those coaches from the NFL, right? The guys that are already there, they already tasted that. They just haven't, like Mike McDonald, for instance, was an assistant under the DC, right? He comes to Michigan, he shows he can be the DC, he goes back to be the DC in the NFL. Now he's a head coach. Same for Jesse Minter, an assistant under a DC, then goes and becomes a DC at Vanderbilt, then Michigan. Now he's a DC in the NFL level. So yeah.
No, definitely. And two, y'all both make great points, right, Johnny, regarding Michigan pumping out defensive players. And Michigan's about to have 3 of them drafted in the first round. If Kenneth Grant, it's that third one. Graham and Will Johnson are locks, right? So that definitely shows, listen, you come here, babe, you leaving in that first round, man. So, that always helps, right? So yes, that players staying, that's the reason. You know what? They're going to develop me here regardless who's the DC, because they have, if Wink leaves, they're going to have 4 and 5 years. So they still putting out first rounders. So I'll stay around. And Madman, to your point, exactly. You said that Nick Saban, during his dynasty run, his coaches were getting poached like crazy. Constantly every year, he had to keep replenishing coaches. And believe it or not, that's more of a plus, or, because look, like you said, if your coaches, if they don't want your coaches, maybe there's something there, right? Like, we don't like them. We want what they want. We need him. And they're gonna, you got to offer the bag. You got to offer something. So, yeah, man, we need some stability, though. I still think at least 2 years. And people forget, I don't know if they remember, Jesse Minter's, after his first year, he did interview for an NFL job. He just didn't get it. So he came back to Michigan for his second season. People forget about that. So it's possibility he could have been a one and done. I mean, Harbaugh understands, he has a good eye for talent when it comes to coordinators. And he said, yo, bro, this guy's going to be the truth. And he snatched up Jesse to the NFL, bro. His first season, yo, he balled out, man. His defense did a hell of a job, so shout to him. But I would go ahead, Johnny.
But that's the thing, about these NFL dudes that want to be in the NFL. Mike and Jesse came to basically learn. Right. Okay, learn in college, and then as soon as they got the chance, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's the only problem with them. Like they're great coaches, but they don't want to be in college. You get what I'm saying? So it's like 1 year, you get one great year on him. He like, all right, was that enough? NFL, y'all want me back? Y'all want me? 1 year, like 1, 2, give me 3, brother. Like I need 3 out of somebody that's real good. If I could,
the last DC we had for multiple years was Don Brown. And let's be clear,
I don't want
before
that 3.
no. So
Yo.
so look, people forget Don Brown first.
Bona fide scrub. He can't play.
No, hold on. Before we throw him in the fire, before we throw Don Brown in the fire, before he got figured out, the dude was a beast. His defense was cooking. But again, his inability, his stubbornness, let me not say his inability, his stubbornness to not adjust cost his ass. How you going to go man against all game, just about 90% of the game against elite offenses? This is when Penn State had McSorley and Saquon. Come on, bro. Come on.
It wasn't even them. It was being in that man-to-man all game against the other state that really did us in, like, because Urban Meyer just ran crossing routes to death, bro. They just killed that. They just OD'd on that, and he never adjusted. It was disgraceful. Shout out to my guy here, Jason Acuff, though. And shout out to his son who's putting up numbers right now.
Okay, Jason, what's up? Shout to everybody in the chat. Antoine, I see you. West Quad, the #1 hater. Garrison, I see you. You know it's always love, but I hate your team. It is what it is. Brandon, what's going on?
My guy,
Urban did.
Johnson out here. Shout out to him. Jay Marion. But absolutely, man.
No more
John
Antoine. He did it. He was stubborn. He was just stubborn. And it comes back. You got to adjust, man. This is the age of adjusting, man. If you can't adjust, you're going to die. It's that simple. And these offenses, they getting more athletic, more quicker, getting you out in space, man. And one thing Ohio State always had, man, is just them killer receivers. And mind you, that I remember in that was the 18 game, Olave's freshman year. We put him on the map. Yo, he did Watson. He treated Watson like a Diddy party. He just did him filthy that game.
Hey, yo.
You're giving me PTSD.
GT said Don Brown would not see the light of heaven. He must pay for his war crimes. Yo,
listen, it got bad. It definitely. And another thing that people forget, right, that really helped Michigan's resurgence in the 21 season was that the hiring of Mike McDonald, a young, fresh, innovative defensive mind who has some NFL experience as an assistant, brought NFL defense to college, and it worked, especially with the players we had. So, people forget that. They act like Don Brown has been here for 10 years. No, having Mike McDonald really helped this a lot, man. And he didn't put the defense in vulnerable situations. The only time Mike McDonald really got cooked, besides the Georgia game, was Michigan State, man, when Walker did us dirty.
He just went nuclear. Like he was.
And we were dominating that game. We would die. I felt that was the only time I had COVID, bro, in my life. I remember watching that. I had my hoodie on. I'm like, I ain't gonna watch this game right now. Let me just rest. I woke up.
Chill, Moose. Moose said you be kissing OSU's ass, man.
Nah, it's all right. Yo, Moose. No, I'm not. Moose, what did I say that I'm kissing they butt? I'm just talking about what OSU did to us and what Olave did to us. It is why I hate Ohio State.
That's a fact.
Please, Moose, if anybody, go ask Garrison in the chat. When do I say anything good about them damn fools? Really nothing. I just call it like it is.
Cesspool in Columbus. Nobody likes them. GT said Don Brown told Sauce Gardner he ain't like tall corners, that's also true, which is gross and malpractice. He should have been fired right there.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
No, definitely. Let me see. Wink. So was Wink the best coach on Michigan's staff this season? I mean, that's a great question. Go ahead, Johnny. Let's start with you.
I think he was. I think because even when he had some struggles, it wouldn't be like the whole game. Besides the Texas game, but it wouldn't be like they struggled the whole game. It would just be like a few third downs, or he might do a zero blitz in the red zone. It's like, bro, like you put
that Washington game comes to mind.
Yes.
But yeah.
So that was the problem. Once he got it out of his head that I need to do these things, and he tightened it up, like, okay, let's not put it all on this one blitz. It started to fall into place. And, some of that is the players getting more comfortable with the way he's going to call the game, but he was definitely the best. He showed promise, and then he polished it off, and he was shining by the end. I got to give it up for Winky.
Absolutely. And look, people like myself, people like Johnny were very critical of Wink early in the season. Maniac, everybody was critical of Wink, and we got to say this because he's going to say it when he gets the chance. Connecticut was not as critical. He said he needs time, so let me give him a shout out. But certainly I was critical. I stood up on that, took responsibility, because even when I was critical, I had to go back and do some inventory. Like, this offense was not helping my man at all. They kept putting the defense back on the field. In a lot of cases, 3-and-out situations, turnovers. Don't get us started on, my guy Warren early on in the season throwing the ball to the other team like it was what he was supposed to be doing. But yeah, so the offense didn't help Wink early in the season. I mean, they didn't really help him at any point in the season, if I'm being honest, except against Northwestern. And they showed some life against teams like Michigan State, maybe in this little bit, but his defense was on the field constantly, and you can't, play defense. You can't be a great defensive coordinator that way, because, it's just about attrition and stamina at that point, right?
Yes, Mike, let them know. Hit that like button. Shout the mic, brother. Yeah, and look, once he adjusted, we see. And another thing Michigan did not have the luxury of is a deep defensive line, right? In the past 3 years, we were able to just substitute, man, bring, 2-3 units, man. They had about 7, 8 guys, 9 guys they could rotate. We did not have that luxury this season. So, that also plays a factor. Plus, like you mentioned, us being on the field, that defense constantly the whole game, bro. I don't care how good you are. Eventually, you gonna bend, man. It's just what it is. So, Michigan's defense, though, you're talking about it's gonna be about 12-man rotation going into the thing. And Johnny, real quick, right? Because I seen yesterday, I caught the end of the live. I think you had some Ohio State fan guy on there. He seemed like a reasonable dude. He was talking logically. He wasn't talking crazy. I was talking about like saying and stuff. But they were talking about the linebackers. I think we were going unit for unit. And they were like, but who's going to be your linebackers? Bro, Ernest Hausman has the potential to be the best linebacker in the Big Ten. People forget that. Then they say, but why is Jay Sean moving to the edge and they don't keep him on linebacker? Well, he couldn't cover. Look at the Texas game. Ernest Hausman got cooked that game too. They were both. Madman mentioned it through the whole season early, like, what's up with our linebackers? They were constantly out of position. They were getting cooked. So it wasn't just Jay Sean. It was also Ernest Hausman too. He was probably slightly better in coverage, but he wasn't miles ahead of him. So, I think we're gonna be fine. I think the question is Jimmy Roder, right? We know he's a veteran. He's good. I mean, is he ready to take that leap as a starter? That's the question. But we got the freshman, man, my man Boateng. And, not to put a lot on the freshman, but he's like the top 3 linebacker in this draft. So that dude is going to cook. Best believe he's going to see some playing time. So we saw
from Georgia.
And Bowles. Oh, man, and Bowles, you're right. Oh, man, listen. I just can't wait, man, for the season, especially to see what our defense is going to do. Let me see. Kicker, best position group. Best in the country. Absolutely, GT. And Moose, I saw your comment earlier. I know it's nothing personal with me, Champ, man. It is what it is. I got love for all of y'all, man, especially my Michigan my brothers in the chat, man. But so Johnny, I wanna going into next season again, a position group. I know you've been vocal about this, right? Johnny gonna be like, man, don't talk about him. Mikey King, right? Mikey King.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. So, gentlemen, look, we know the consensus. I see it in the chat. Whether is TJ's the voice of college with John, with Johnny's, and here, everybody wants Underwood day one. I don't care. Look, I get it. I know Underwood's gonna cook. He is certified chef. I know that. But what I don't want is that we could potentially have a very good season, right? A great season. And just putting him too early could kind of cause that. Like we said, do you rather see Mikey King started? Give him the keys to the car first. Let him drive. Let him drive for the first 4 hours. What you think? Or you just want Underwood to take the keys to the Lambo right away?
At first I was going with ease him along. But then as I thought about what he'll bring to the table and playing him in a few of those, the first game is like a cupcake game, and then the third one is too. I want him to get them reps against those easy ones, not just a few. I want him to get a lot of reps because most of us are planning on him taking the reins later on in the season anyway. Or That's what we're hoping. That's what we all pretty much think the plan will be. Mikey King plays the first 3-4 games, and then Bryce takes over. So if we're going to do that anyway, I want him to get the reps against those early cupcakes. I mean, Oklahoma's not a cupcake, but it's sandwiched in between 2 cupcakes.
Yeah.
I want him to get those starter reps.
Yeah.
What did go ahead, man? What?
Yeah. So, man, this is a tough one for me because I think that right now, Bryce Underwood is better than everybody, right? On Michigan.
I'm thinking with his arm and legs.
Exactly, right. I appreciate the experience that Mikey King has. And I understand that, and he can hopefully impart that onto somebody like Bryce Underwood. No disrespect to Jaden Davis either, who's been there. But I too think if Bryce Underwood is going to be the quarterback, right? Anyway, which we all anticipate at some point this season he will be, right? Then maybe he should be getting, like, at game one, by the way, maybe he should start game one, right? And depending on how he does in game one, because we should win that one anyway, right? Depending on how he does and how he looks in game one should then determine game two. And if he starts game two, then it's all over, right? Like, we don't need to talk about anything. But if he doesn't look good in game one and then then I would start Mikey Keene in game two personally, because that is a game where potentially he could, really be put in harm's way if he's not, ready. So at that point, I think you go Mikey Keene, and then we go Mikey Keene until Bryce is up to snuff. However, if Bryce is nice game one, we gotta roll with him for the rest of the season. That's just my personal take on it.
No, that's good. You're right. I mean, if he's the start against Oklahoma, unless he's just throwing 4 interceptions, then that's different. So that brings me to this point now. Okay, Bryce, right? Okay, this is what y'all want. Bryce is struggling. I bet my life, gentlemen. Oh, $12 million for this? Oh my God, get your refund. This is what, bro. Social media is hell. That's the new hell. It's social media. It's gonna be unbearable. Not only from opposing fan bases, but also from our fan base. Right? Yeah, you're gonna get some people that's gonna support him, but because people gonna expect him to throw 5 touchdowns a game, 0 interceptions. That's not reality, guys. That's not reality, right? And I'm telling you, the first sign of struggle, they're gonna say 12 million. Oh my, I'm telling you. Again, we're not the coaches. Me, I wouldn't mind a Cade JJ kind of situation where you start King is your starter, but Bryce is gonna see a lot of snaps. Now, me, again, we in the new age of college football. Why not do this? A game-to-game situation. Very similar to Drew Henson, Tom Brady. You know what? Yo, King, today, Bryce just got it today. Just stay here and let Bryce cook. Now it's one of them games where it's like, it's iffy. Let's keep rotating them for the most part. See who got the high hand. Because with the schedule we have, with the exception of Oklahoma and Ohio State, all these games are very winnable. It's not a dangerous schedule like we had last season. I just think that I want Bryce to be the starter. I really do. But I want to make sure that once he takes the reins, he has it. Again, I'm not asking him to be perfect because nobody's perfect. But I just want to make sure he grasps the offense and he's making good reads as well. Because if we just want him because of raw talent, then he's just going to make a lot of mistakes out there. But again, that's me. Whatever the coaches decide to do, I'm going to go with them.
Yeah, I look at it like if you're gonna bring him along, which I'm sure he's putting in the work. I got no doubt about he's putting in the work to be the starter. But to me, you want to bring, if you're gonna bring him along the same way. You really want to use. Yes, we got Chip Lindsey, but if you want to bring him along this year, your probably best bet is to use Harbaugh ball, and that means you're a game manager, buddy. Yeah, we'll use your legs and we'll use you on third downs here and there, but you're handing the ball off most of the time, and unless we need you to throw. And I think that's how you can really, keep his mistakes. If he's the starter, keep his mistakes to a minimum because he ain't gonna be throwing it that much, brother. You going 20 a game. If you hit 20, that's a lot for you,
Absolutely. We got a poll up right now in the chat. Should Bryce be a starter game 1? Let us know. Yeah. You can't see it. You can't see it from here in the stream.
Oh no, that's gonna be like 99%. Yeah. They want Bryce in there, right away. But all right. So also,
I think this is a good idea. By the way, I know it's kind of a joke a little bit, but Jaden Daniels, obviously, it was working for my man. Now they did get smashed yesterday, but I think that was more his teammates than him, honestly. And this VR headset that he's been using all season has apparently been working great for him. So,
yeah, he needs one.
West Quad. Hey, thanks for that, West Quad. Yeah, look, man, we suffered this season, guys, for the most part. It ended well, but. Bro, if we could describe this season as a movie, bro, the beginning of the movie was horrible, bro. The family got shot, stabbed. It's like, oh my God, this is just ugly, and then it got good. It just ended up getting better. But we cannot, guys, with the schedule we have, we mentioned it, it's playoff or bust. Now, right. I take a natty in the process. I would never say no to that, but I'm just being more realistic, right? There's no reason why Michigan, at worst, should be going into the playoffs 10-2. At worst. That's it. Should be 11-1. I think 12-0 is kind of, I wouldn't say a stretch, but that's going to be tough. 11-1, 10-2. Because again, I think if they win that Oklahoma game, then 12-0 is going to be absolutely feasible for the season. So we see what happens there.
Let me see. I got a new Ken. I got a new computer here that I didn't test out before we started the live.
He bought the Obama computer. Now his camera.
It came with the phone and went with it. So there we go.
It came with the phone, man. So look, we know right now our coaching staff, right? It's pretty much intact. We know Wink Martindale is still Lamar Morgan, man. I mean, what's your thoughts on him and why he was able to do with the secondary as well? Because our secondary had a lot of communication errors, gentlemen, but they got it together. Zeke Berry moving to corner, sitting Hill down and bringing Amir Hall as the other starter. So, they made adjustments and they were all the right adjustments. Secondary looked 10 times better. You went against Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams in back-to-back games and gave up one touchdown, one that should have been called back, less than like 70 yards. Come on, man. That was a masterclass. Those guys are future first-round draft picks once they eligible for the draft. So, man, speak to me about Morgan, man. What do you guys feel about him and his future with Michigan?
I mean, he's been killing it, honestly, recruiting and what he did because you came into this year thinking, okay, Jair Hill and Will Johnson. After week 4 or 5 or something, Will Johnson is done for the year. Then you got Zeke Berry at the nickel with you're flipping in Amir Hall, and these dudes is getting cooked. All right, Jair Hill's hurt now. Now you got Amir Hall and Zeke on the outside, and then these dudes just started balling like as a unit. Whether that was the corners, whether that was the safeties, they became a unit, not just guys looking and pointing at each other. No, we a unit now. We on a string in this zone, man. Whatever we do, we're on a string. So, hey, if I don't know if I talked about him earlier in the year, I might have.
Yeah,
I was doing a lot of talking.
And we were upset.
Yeah, we were very upset. Very upset.
Hey, listen.
We were like Karens at a Walmart, man.
That's a fact, bro. Look, I think Morgan, if not for Wink, would have been the best coach on the staff, honestly, right? And that's no disrespect because look, Lou Esposito was dynamite, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, unfortunately.
What's the linebacker coach's name? I forget his name.
By the way, he got Brian Jean-Marie. I got to give him some props later in the season because early in the season, boy, that first half of the season was rough going for my guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. No matter what the defense, was doing,
do y'all think that was? Do y'all think that was on the position coaches, or do you think that was just Wink's scheme was just too complex in the players?
I think it was both. Yeah, I think it was a mixture of both. But I think the reason that it was a little more glaring for BJM and that group was because we saw those joints were glaring, right? The errors were glaring. The effort, even I remember a play like where Barham wasn't giving like good effort to like chase down a play from behind that he definitely could have gotten. I was like, oh man, that doesn't look good. You know what I mean? And I think that's the position coach more than the DC per se, right? But I got to give Brian Jean-Marie credit too, because by the end of the season, that group was firing on all cylinders too, right? So every one of the coaches, got it going. Lou Esposito, I thought, was the best from game 1 to the end in terms of just being consistent. But Lamar Morgan as a position coach, I think had the highest highs. And that's just the way I look at it. But Lamar Morgan is definitely a superstar coach, and I think we're going to be maybe next year talking about having to try to keep him, right? And maybe he should be the successor. And I know, Johnny spoke about this earlier and us trying to keep a coach, right? But if Wink does decide to move on after next year, which I think, he probably will and probably should, honestly, then I think we got to make Morgan that guy where they failed to do that with Steve Cleanscale. And, maybe Steve wasn't the right person for it, but, he was a pretty good coach while he was here. I think you got to do that with Morgan, or we're going to lose both of them next year.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah. No, definitely. And that's what we want, man. And I like the kind of recruits he's going after in the secondary. And we had Jaziel Hart here. We interviewed him. He said it. He's like, Morgan want dogs, bro. He said it. And you can see it. Like, these secondary dudes ain't here to pity pat you. They gonna try to put They gonna like Con Edison. They gonna try to put your lights out. And you already seen Hillman, bro. That dude, he's vicious. He play like he hate life.
That's my favorite
like
player
he
right
hate
now.
everybody. Yeah, man. And I think that, you know, players around him are gonna take notice. Like, oh yeah, okay, so this is why we doing Hillman. Okay, I could do this too. And that's what we need. Bring Michigan back, not only an aggressive defense, but a hard-hitting defense. A defense that you say win or lose, bro. I don't want to play them guys again.
They're bringing they hard. Hey, you know what stood out to me with Hillman was I was like, who is that? You know, I ain't seen him do nothing, but I'm like, I seen him. He ain't got no. He might have his fingers taped.
Yeah.
No,
he ain't out there trying to look pretty.
No nothing. No gloves.
Yo,
no, I'm out here to hit.
My man barely got a helmet on. He like, I don't even need that.
I'm out here to do one thing, and that's hit.
Yeah, you're right, man. That's he's like, you know, like if you know, for anybody who played like football when you was younger for a team, and you know, unfortunately, not all parents was able to bless their kids with everything. And you got that one player, he just had the bare minimum. I don't helmet, but he's there to play. No drip, no, you know, sweatbands with the gloves, with the ain't no drip here. He's an old school kind of football player, right?
Bro, he's got the low socks.
He did a strap up it. And let's play. Let's get to it. And that's what you love.
I ain't come here to look pretty, bro.
I'm here. What was the joint like? Maybe it wasn't back-to-back plays, but I know it was Indiana. Two Indiana players went to the infirmary.
Man,
bro,
I'm talking about laying out. Like, give me about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. One of the dudes had to be helped to the back, bro. He had like a lacerated spleen or something. I don't know what was going on.
It was crazy. You don't remember that Snicker commercial from years ago, man? I don't remember. He's like, "Who are you?" It was a Snicker football commercial. He said, "I'm Batman." He got hit so hard, and they asked her, Hillman. I got a YouTube that I'm gonna send it to you. Oh man, we're gonna use that. Hillman gonna be a dog, absolutely. And
that's fun. I needed the drip. That's what's up. Hey, look good, you play good.
No, you're right. You're right, but
feel good, play good. Right.
That doesn't definitely doesn't affect Hillman, man. Yeah. And you know, we got Magnum, you know, the Michigan State transfer. He was injured the whole season. We got Metcalf. I mean, listen, man, and I'm not just talking. But
Shamari Earls, he went and got number 2. Right, so he already stepping into some big shoes, right? Charles Woodson, Will Johnson. Yeah, he got number 2.
Blake Corn,
right. We can't think about just the defense, right?
Yeah, man, and you gotta, and that's why I'm very high on the defense moving forward, gentlemen. As far as our defense goes, it's just not only this year. I think moving forward, we in a very good place defensively, but as long as again, stability at the DC coordinator, and you know, promoting someone like Morgan, it won't be no turnover because they be like, "Oh, he gonna be, we good, we staying, we ain't going nowhere." So hopefully that is the case. I think if Wink stays, it is one more year, and then he's gone. Let me see. Hey, listen, Michigan.
They should have never gave Marmar a keyboard.
Marmar's man. Marmar's my guy. They wouldn't put him in, bro. They wouldn't put him in the deuce. Yeah, you're right. You're right. West Quad. If he wasn't like that, he's definitely not gonna get that number, man. So they already know Shamari Earls is like that. But you know, the running back, Dom. Pardon me, but I have to leave. It's all good, Dom. So we have Jordan Marshall, man, Justin Haynes. I mean, I know we spoke about it, but it's always good to speak about it again.
Do you think that's gonna be the best group? Because I don't know if we got that out. Did y'all give y'all opinion on what you think is gonna be the best position group?
Oh, okay. So let's do that. What was going to be going into this season when you talk about best position group, offense and defense, or just in general?
Let's give one for offense and defense. That because I know it'd be pretty hard to just give one overall.
Go ahead, Johnny. We'll start with you. Let's start with your offensive group. Who you think on the offensive? Which group on the offensive side is going to be the best? And then we'll get your take on the defensive side as well.
Got you. Yeah, I think offensively, I think it's pretty obvious with that one. Though, it's the running backs, Marshall and Justice. We got law and order. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, coin that.
Let's go.
Yeah, I like that.
Keegan said running back too.
Yeah, so them boys, Marshall, we showed, like, I think everybody that watched that game that knows they have to play Michigan was like, they got another one. Dang.
Yeah.
He's a freshman doing that to a Bama. Like, dang, he got another one. And he working for every yard, you know. And Haynes we already kind of know what he brings to the table. He's got a little wiggle to him. Plus, he's kind of nice size. To me, he's faster than he gets credit for, too.
Right. He got some power, too, man. I saw him run down a Missouri linebacker. That was disgusting.
He looks pretty complete.
Yeah, pretty complete. I think both of them are honestly pretty complete, man. Jordan Marshall looked like a dog out there. With really, they were really keen on the run. They knew the run was coming.
Like crazy. And
he still was able to, get effective yards. So I like what I see from him for sure. I think that's going to be the best offensive group too, if I'm being honest. Wide receiver at Michigan. Listen, actually, let me, just to give a different perspective. Tight end is going to be strong for Michigan. You got Klein coming back. I
need Klein to show me some more.
Yeah, I agree with that. Hogan Hansen showed me something.
Yeah, he did.
And I think he's got the potential to be a star. And the guy that got hurt, the other freshman,
Prieskorn.
Brady Prieskorn, he's supposed to be something special.
Word is he's supposed to be even better than Hogan.
Right.
That he has more upside.
So I think that group can be pretty special too. Just to throw out another group there. But yeah.
Okay, that's an honorable mention.
Right.
On that side. And on defensive side, Johnny.
Defense, I kind of want to say linebacker, but I ain't gonna take that risk. I'm gonna go with safeties.
I'm not gonna take that risk.
I ain't gonna take that risk. You ain't blitzing. You ain't zero blitzing. You ain't going zero blitz. I'm gonna play it safe.
So you got Rod Moore, you got Metcalf, which they'll probably start.
Yeah.
Hillman with Mason Curtis also in there.
Wow.
Mangum, and we run 4 or 5 safeties.
Yeah.
So them dudes.
Mason Curtis showed me something, bro.
Exactly.
He didn't even play that position in high school.
I converted. Right? One thing Michigan's been doing great is converting players. He's a linebacker turned safety. Khalil Mullins, linebacker turned running back. Sinistrel, slot turned nickel. And they all turned out good, man. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah, so that's who I got. I got a quick question too. You speaking on the position changes, I think Amari and Walker probably should have stayed at corner. They probably knew what they were doing with that.
Damn it, man. Yeah.
And because he probably would have started this year at corner.
Bro,
he probably would have been ready this year.
Yeah.
But
that's
thinking about it.
Nah, no doubt. Honestly, I think you might be on to something there. They probably should have done it.
He wants to be a receiver though.
I don't know.
Harbaugh and them ain't. They know.
Yeah, and he's a freak athlete, man. He's just he has so much potential, that it sucks. Nick Marsh, Nick Marsh supposed to be an animal. Outside of Nick Marsh, is there any MSU Spartans that will start on our team? I don't know. I don't know. They
got a bunch of Spartan bench warmers.
Yeah, they got they quarterback is good. I like Aiden Childs. I really do. And of course Marsh, he's bro, that was a sick tandem. And they were true freshmen.
What squad is wrong for this, bro?
Oh my God, the 5-star long
That's
snapper.
The 5-star long snapper, man.
Go to this Maurice one real quick. If that's the case, reading your comment, then why the hell we got him back at receiver then? If he can't catch.
Wait, but he was. I thought so. Hold on. But I thought he went to Ole Miss as a receiver, right? That was the reason.
He did because he didn't. That's why he left Michigan. He wanted to be a receiver, and we moved him to corner.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's why he came back, because they let him play receiver still.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
He probably does need to be a corner. Like his highest ceiling was
right. And look, in that spring game 2 years ago, right? Not last year, but the year before, or not this past year, but the year before. I mean, he didn't look great at corner, but he showed some things, right?
Yeah, he started to show promise.
Right.
That's once he changed. Once he got further along with the change.
Yeah.
What was that? 2020. What was that? 22?
3.
Yeah.
23.
I think we switched him 2022.
Yeah,
wasn't O'Leary abusing him in that spring game?
He was. That boy bad. He hit that boy dirty.
Yeah, I think that kind of got him like, yo, you let this dude. He was working in the cafeteria last week, and he cooking you.
He was playing both ways. 2022,
right.
And then 23 they put him strictly at corner. So he was practicing at both 22. 23 put him at corner, and then 23 he started to get on the field a little. I mean, we were blowing people out, but when he got on the field, he wasn't getting destroyed. Like he was slick,
right? Yeah,
like you could see the growth,
because the dude is a spectacular athlete. Dog, I stick to this. Last year, he probably still top 3 athletes on the team, right? You know, he can athlete with anybody. It's just, yo, can you do anything else, bro? You run fast, you jump high, great. Can you put it together?
Listen, man, throw his ass back there to return punts or kicks, man. You're fast. You could go ahead, bro. Do something.
Yeah,
right. He could probably make it happen, man. We need a dog back there in special teams too, man. That makes a difference a lot of the times. Remember, we had Johnny's lost twin brother Jabril Peppers when he was back there.
Special teams.
Oh man,
remember,
bro,
Chesson and Darbo on special teams.
Yep.
Or Chesson, I remember against Northwestern in that 2015 opening kickoff right to the house. That's when the dab was, he dabbed on them.
Right.
Yeah.
Complete receivers.
Yeah.
Chesson and Darbo.
No, definitely.
West Quad was good.
Yeah. What up?
Yo, what's going on, champ? How you feeling, man?
Hey, man, I was just thinking, like, we gonna be doing this damn near every week or twice a week. I don't want to run out of damn shit to talk about.
No, but
because I just had a good idea for a topic, but we gonna be talking about the same shit. But no. What? We love this shit, so let's get it.
So listen, no. We spoke about that, right? But you know what? This is like the block. And never get old. You're gonna go. You're gonna talk. But
it is what it is.
There's gonna be news. There's gonna be news coming out. You know what I'm saying? And people just want to talk. They just want to talk Michigan football, man. So look, I get it
every day if I could.
And no, listen, be here. Listen, but this week is a busy week for us. Wednesday, we interviewing 2 recruits, and then on Sunday we got Browder, the freshman receiver that flipped from NC State. So everyone make sure y'all tune in. So we gonna be cooking.
Twitter. That was dope. But All right, my little topic is since we doing something similar to what we're doing, we could do it later on. I mean, because we still got the position group up. But who was your individual sleeper on offense and or defense? Someone and don't come up here and say Bryce Underwood because I smack. Nobody wants to hear Bryce Underwood is your sleeper.
All right.
But no, that's something for later, or another show. I just wanted to put it out there.
No, you can't throw it out there, baby. We gonna snatch that. It's in the air now.
It's all good.
Snatch that, baby.
Give me that.
Nah. It is a
just
good
somebody
question.
We're not talking about that you think that can make an impact. It ain't got to, it could be somebody that's been here. It could be, for me, it's somebody we literally just talked about. Like, I think if he can catch the ball, big if, Amarian Walker could be a big sleeper next year. And
like Jameson Williams or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. We need one of those. And on defense for me, who am I gonna go with this? Oh, my favorite. I'm always expecting him to do something, but he only been here a couple years. But Eno Etta is my sleeper.
No, listen, that D line, look. All right, I'm gonna give you one. Dominic Nichols. I'm gonna give you Dominic Nichols.
Same like flavor. I like that.
That dude, I think he gonna cook this season. And bro, and you remember we got that freshman coming in, Nate Marshall, who's now, I mean, I don't really care, but they got him as a 5-star through Rivals. But bro,
your Rivals be trolling, bro. Like they be dropping our guys, and then they throw us a bone. Like, yo, here you go. Here's your 5-star.
Yeah.
But Bryce isn't the best quarterback in the class. Like, bro. Stop playing in my face, bro.
Yeah. They do Michigan dirty with that. I don't know. With some reason, people have it out for them. They say they don't, but I've seen that a lot with recruits. They so once they sign Michigan, he's a 4-star now.
Hey, y'all got a fun fact for y'all. We used to get the Wolverine. Like the Wolverine used to be connected to, when they were connected to Rivals. We used to get it in the building, and I promise you, I was the only one reading it.
Wow.
What's up, Maze? Manic, Maze, Johnny. What's up?
What up, though?
What up, though?
What's going on,
You know who my sleeper is?
Who?
Okay.
Metcalf.
Which one?
Okay.
The one that was already playing. The other one didn't get really playing time. The one that really,
Okay.
the one that was making plays down there in Arkansas for real. So that's my sleeper because he can compliment Rod Moore. Rod Moore can show him them the ropes, and then they could be two vocal guys on the back end of the defense, which is gonna help the front end be able to get to their spots and wreak havoc. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
And it's good, more because Metcalf, of course, played in the SEC, which he was going up against top-notch competition week in, week out, like the Big Ten. So this guy is proven. So we are expecting big things from Metcalf right from week one.
And you know who else stepped up? Wes Walker. He stepped up big, man. He was making plays.
Wesley Walker, yeah.
Yeah. I call him West, though. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to all to correct me, though, man. I'm playing.
That's all right.
I'm just playing with you, man. I got to mess with
my brother.
Hey, I got to come to New York and get some of that jerk chicken. You feel me?
I told you, bro. I got you. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna take you to Dykeman. You're gonna be with the Dominicans.
Hey, watch that
You're
word.
gonna be smoking hookah. You're gonna be smoking hookah, and you're gonna be loving them Spanish mommies, bro. You're like, yo, Manic. Yo, Manic.
You know I know how to cha-cha-cha. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody in here. And we did. Then after we go to New York, we gotta go to Johnny's because he making up that Mexican dish. We gotta get a bowl of that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Damn it, man.
No, definitely. So what we got? We got who's that? Cam?
Yeah, what it do? Go blue,
hold
y'all.
on, Cam.
Go blue.
Let me just Cam, before I let you get in the kitchen, chat, let me just read this super chat. Who's this? My man He low key, yo, thanks for the $20 super chat. Appreciate the analysis and work you guys put in. No, man, we appreciate you for tuning in here, man. This is what we do for the team. Wow. Towns Health Service, $200 super chat. Yo, that boy,
Oh wow.
That's
yo,
my
Town
guy.
Service,
Yeah, that's
that's my
love,
man.
man.
That's my man Scrooge McDuck right there. He just, bro,
Bong, bong.
Yo,
he make it rain. He be
Swimming
making
in
it
the
rain in
pool.
them super chat. Yo,
shout out
shout
to
to
Real.
you.
Town Health Services, man.
I miss my super chat.
Yo, I take your super chat.
Oh man.
Yeah. All right. Let me
GT.
go ahead, Miss Man.
Oh, shout out to GT. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He says there's definitely a bias against Michigan in the recruiting services.
Yes.
Bryce was the #1 player in the country for
2
2
years.
years.
Yeah.
Commits to Michigan. Now he's #3. That's crazy.
Nah, bro, we live in a troll economy, bro. We got a troll president. Like people like to troll for no reason, bro. So it gets the people excited. We sitting here talking about it, and that's the objective. So
Yeah.
that's the point. Like they don't really think that them two bet. Come on, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest. I know what it is, so I'm not even mad at it. I'm just, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna even allow it to affect me. Like, I'm not gonna discuss that. I know what the game plan is. You feel me?
It's not
up in here.
Hey, do y'all notice that every time they unrank us and we don't come with the season rank compared to when do we come in rank? I'm gonna take it back to 2007. We were like the #2 or #3 team in the nation, and then Appalachian State came in. It seems like every time we rank,
Yeah. Hey, no, I
coming
don't want
into a
that high
season,
rank, bro. Let them
yeah, I
keep it
don't
low.
like that. I love when we come in behind 15 and then work our way up. I like that, man, because that just make your team. I think that always worked out for Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Because 2021, we wasn't even nowhere.
Yeah. Yep.
Talked about going to the playoff or even the Big Ten championship, especially after taking the L in East Lansing. Nobody talked about us after that, and then we quietly kept winning them games. And then once when Eric Hall won the game for Penn State that's when people started to say, "Oh," and then they started doubting us against Ohio. And then when we beat the #2, #3 Ohio State team and went on to the Big Ten champion, and we started getting ranked, we starting off slow. I don't like that, man. I never liked that.
Yeah, hold on. Mama, hold on. So, Paul Moonbear, rumors that the NCAA and Michigan have come to a settlement today. Paul, where's your sources, champ? Where you got that from?
Ooh, no hammer.
Nah. Listen, we know that ain't coming. That's so
George
OSU.
Hammer about to drop, right?
They got that Fisher Price hammer.
The Fisher Price. The shit in the back.
I need to see it on ESPN or something.
Hey,
GT said the NCAA will pay Michigan $10 million for 2 years of slander.
Definitely. Yo, Cam. So what's up, Cam? Get in the kitchen, champ. How you feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling good, man.
Man, talk to us, man. What you want to talk about?
Man, you see, man, who saw the games yesterday?
Yeah, I watched them.
I did.
We watched them joints.
No, that was horrible.
You talking about Kansas City?
Yeah, man.
Hey, bro, if you're a Chiefs fan, I'm sorry. I don't know how you can feel comfortable with getting walked down the aisle. Like, they be walking y'all down the aisle like it's a marriage, bro. Like, that's got to be gross, bro. Like, you can't you can't even really like stunt, bro. You like the referees just holding you. Go ahead go down there, Patrick. Like, come on, bro. It's terrible,
now,
bro.
Patrick. Nobody touched Patrick.
It's not even that. Hey, it's not even that, dog. It's the mystique in that stadium, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that too.
That man supposed to catch that football, man.
Bro. Oh, yeah. That's too. Hey, tight ends is having a rough playoff.
I'm going to be honest with you. Yo, that's a fact because homie in Baltimore probably ain't nowhere in Baltimore.
Bro.
Fuck you.
He can't even get no crab cakes.
He better not stop.
He can't get no crab cakes. Dipped in
out in Baltimore.
Cornbread batter.
But that's a fact. Although I did think, I mean, he threw that up. It should have been intercepted. Honestly, nobody was around that. But he tried to give it away 2 times, like on the first drive.
Yeah.
He gotta clean it up too. But I agree, like one of those calls, the interception or catch call, like that one was tough, right? But I get, 50-50 is supposed to go to the offense. But man, as a Raider fan, it pains me to see the Chiefs have so much success.
Bro, we all Eagles fans. If you ain't a Chiefs fan, bro, you gotta root for the Eagles. And I don't even like
you're right,
Eagles
West
like
Squad. But speaking of the Eagles, bro, the season Saquon is having, bro.
Hey, that dude is a monster.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, your first carry of the game. When he took that to the house, I said, if I was Washington, I would have went home. I would have said, yo, coach, we out of here. Because you already knew I was coming. I was like, yo, let's go home. Bro,
Hey, look, I know we're not supposed to be Penn State fans, bro. I'm not a Penn State fan at all, but I definitely root for Saquon, bro. I'm gonna be honest about
Saquon different, man. I gotta tell you. Homie, different. And all them Giants fans, listen. As a New Yorker, y'all should be ashamed of y'all.
Yeah. Stupid. Listen, my man Saquon from the Bronx, but they moved to Pennsylvania early. His uncle is Iron Barkley. Former world champion boxer.
Boxer.
Okay.
From the Bronx as well. So, they moved to PA early, but he was born here, man. That mystique got on him from the Bronx, baby. You saw my man Josiah Stewart this season. You know how we give it up. Johnny.
Let's go.
Hey, Boxer, you over here sounding like a Dipset mixtape. You feel me?
We not playing. My boy's cooking. No, listen.
I was a Cameron fan and a J.R. Ryder fan. You feel
listen. The thing is, New York City, bro. We not. It's been long. We rarely produce any. I'm talking about New York City, not the state of New York. You go up New York, upstate, Syracuse, those states, Boston. They produce high school.
Yeah.
But New York City, Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Manhattan, Queens, you don't really see players in the league like that,
you
right?
Got nowhere to play football. Y'all, what y'all gonna play on East 148th and
Ain't got no
Rutgers. At the Rutgers.
The only player
at Central Park, bro.
the only player in the league that's cooking from New York City played for Buffalo yesterday. He played for them damn Buckeyes. Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel, yeah.
We'll speak his name on this channel.
That's it. That's all he gets. But anyway, man. So let me ask. Look, I kind of want to get back to a little bit of the first topic we spoke about. Does Jim Knowles gets it done this season against Ohio State? And remember,
for sure.
Penn State.
So.
Penn State's biggest problem is really their offense. Since McSorley and Saquon left, it hasn't been the same, right? And it's just something whether it be receiver, because they got tight ends. They've been, they always got some good tight ends.
Quarterback play. It's definitely the quarterback play.
Bro, I feel like they do, bro. They gotta win. If they don't win now, when are they gonna win?
Yeah, and is this do or die season for James Franklin?
Ooh.
And what I mean
is
he has to be not that he has to win he has to win the Big Ten, but he has to beat Ohio State this year and make the playoffs. If he fails both, if James Franklin loses to Ohio State and fails to make the playoffs, does Penn State let him go?
Yeah, because they got Knowles now.
Yeah, and they gonna give Knowles the head coaching job.
All right.
By the way, how much money is James Franklin making over there? Knowles might be right behind.
No, the buyout. Crazy. I think his buyout is crazy.
Oh never mind. We forgot about the buyout, bro. This ain't a video game. We forgot about the buyout.
He got about 2-3 years probably, and then Knowles.
West Quad. We seen it with A&M. They did it with Jimbo Fisher.
Yeah, but I don't know if Penn State is banked up like that. They got that oil money at A&M.
That's true. That's true. That's true. They
I don't know what the industry is in Happy Valley.
Girl
I
told me
almost
she
made a
wanted
really
to
bad
buy.
joke. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna apologize because y'all know I was going with that.
Boost.
We know
Yeah,
what
we
the
claiming
industry
J-Lo,
is
baby.
in Happy Valley, baby.
You from the block?
Nah, I ain't claiming
Yeah,
J-Lo.
J-Lo. Yeah,
She
shit.
deep
J-Lo.
deep.
She
man.
real.
No,
Yeah,
no,
J-Lo
listen.
She
real.
deeper than she deeper than the biggest ocean.
You know what?
Yeah. I mean, listen. What she
What
do?
are we doing?
Hey,
Listen. Listen.
J-Lo
I'm
been
gonna
getting
tell you.
ran through. Hey, she been getting ran through since A Living Color.
No.
That ain't what he asked, though, man.
No comment. No comment.
Oh, my bad. I thought y'all was on that. My bad.
About to get canceled.
Hey, my bad.
He didn't say that,
sorry.
y'all. He didn't say that.
My bad.
He did not
My
say
bad.
that, YouTube.
Hey, my bad, bro.
Look, the comments from Mark are his and his alone. I would like to say
it's all
that for
right,
the record.
Mar.
Right.
Yeah.
Are Mars and Mars alone?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take full responsibility.
It's all right, Mar. We're gonna send a fine to you. Don't worry, champ. We're gonna mail you that.
Hey, tax season around the corner, so I can afford it.
Hey, yo.
You heard? So, I heard, listen, this is crazy.
Man on the internet, man. It's crazy, man.
I also heard
I love
something.
y'all guys, man. I told you I'm
we
a
love
heater.
you too, Mama. You listen,
same,
man.
bro.
You going to the chat Hall of Fame, champ.
Absolutely.
So I heard some whispers, and I know this shit is cat. Nick Saban, perhaps going to Ohio State to take a DC position, man. Why these dudes do it to themselves?
Bro, that's fan fiction.
Dog, that's ridiculous. That would never happen.
Of course.
By the way. GTO is a legend, bro. Ryan Day became the Michael Jordan of James Franklin's by winning the Natty.
Damn.
Yo, come on, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
so do you think?
y'all
All right.
to a worse person. Ryan Day in the locker. We got to get out of here in like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. We're about. Look, let's just do this, man. Everybody, just give your final thoughts. Remember to tune in Wednesday, 7 p.m. We're going to be interviewing 2 recruits. Mama, make sure you're there.
Okay.
But we got to keep it very PG. All right, Mama? PG-13.
I am going to be. I thought y'all was just on that subject. I just wanted to touch.
Right.
I just wanted to inform people.
Your best behavior.
We're not mad at you. We're not mad. We're not mad. Just for the recruit.
Hey, I gotta keep it a band with it. You know what I'm saying? You know
we love
it. I was just being specific about the Pacific. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Hey, what's up?
Mama,
I go first. I want to go on the record for saying I'm all in on, especially with the news of Jim Knowles leaving. I'm pushing all the chips to the front. We back in. We back up. We back up. Natty champs. I said it. Yeah, I said it. Look, we got it's gonna be a sandwich. Us and then them bums and then us again.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
I feel like we are going to win the national championship.
There you go.
I don't give up.
Hey, he quick with the new responses, though. I love it.
Hey, the videos is going crazy. But yeah, that's my final thought. We back. Now say something.
Hey, that would be crazy if it went Michigan, Ohio State, and then Michigan again. The SEC will lose their mind.
Bro, Paul Feinbaum will be out of there.
Yeah.
No more show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Mama, final thoughts, Mama.
Hey, my final thoughts on the Wink thing. Saints really going. I was just watching it on ESPN and what's his name? The Michigan alumnus to do the NFL, Adam Scheffler or something like that. He said the Saints really in on Mike McCarthy.
Okay, good.
So,
So that'd be a good
yeah,
sign.
yeah, and they want to also, and they'll probably be in on Kellen Moore, but I think they're really in on Mike McCarthy, and so, and then my thought about Bryce starting, I'm gonna just go to the game on August
Oh,
30th, and
let's
whoever
go.
runs out there on the floor, I mean on the field, that's who will be our starting quarterback, and then I'll text y'all and let y'all know.
All right.
All right.
Cam,
All
your
right.
final
What
thoughts,
it do?
champ.
Hey man, I had a question in the chat, and I was saying, can our defense next year win us a natty?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
I told you I
Okay,
said.
so if we all thinking our defense can win a natty, we need to start Bryce Underwood there,
And that's why I was gonna
Okay.
say start him.
because
Yeah.
that'll balance out with the running and the way he can pass the ball.
And
Because
he
let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest. Let's take everything. Let's take everything away. We did not have a good passer. Bryce is coming in being one of the best passers in a long time in college football history. They talking about him being like old boy from Clemson, like big dogs that went #1. So why play with it? Why we got to sit up here and play with it? Start the man
Yeah,
out
All
the
right. So
hey,
let
gate.
me.
Come on, Bryce. You
I'm
number
with
So
you.
one.
Cam, let me ask you. Right. That's what you want. I'm cool. Like I said, I don't care. But I don't want to hear if he goes to Oklahoma and throws one touchdown and 3 interceptions. I don't want to hear nobody cooking them.
Hey,
I
I'm
don't want to
all
hear
in,
nothing.
bro. I'm not
All
gonna
right.
back away from the table. Hey,
Yeah,
them
I'm
chips is
all
too
in
thin.
because the simple fact we
Okay.
paying this. We allegedly we don't know how much he getting. He's getting some bread.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, you right, but
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that part.
So if he gets some bread and we got our franchise quarterback holding the clipboard,
Yeah.
no, Sharon, no.
No, he won't. He
Start him.
won't.
Nah,
He
sugar.
won't. He won't
Yeah, he
hold the
ain't holding no
clipboard. But
clipboard.
we'll see. Yeah, definitely. All right. So we'll see how it goes. We'll be at the spring game anyway, so
Oh
you're
yeah, I'm
gonna get a
coming.
closer look.
Hey,
Johnny.
when y'all see me at the
That,
spree game, don't get alarmed because I'm real dark. Okay,
Hey yo,
all right.
I'm
hey
done, bro.
dog.
Be like,
yo.
dang. Oh, okay, okay. Y'all gonna be like, okay, okay. He is kind of tone.
This dude.
Mama
Appreciate it.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
No doubt, man.
Mama's a mess. So that's gonna be
Hey,
Wednesday,
a
gentlemen.
mess. Dog playing.
Hey, Trey
Um,
Donaldson just nailed a step back three. If y'all want, I mean,
Oh
we
yeah, I know. I liked that. You know what I'm saying? I'm
I
like,
let
okay,
y'all
y'all
know
gonna give
that.
us the lead and then
Okay,
take it back.
boom,
All right,
4-point lead.
all right.
Game over, bro. We got it.
All right. Johnny,
game
talk
over.
to us, Johnny. Let them know. Give us your final thoughts on
Uh,
today.
you know, as far as Jim Knowles and all that stuff, I think he does put I think Penn State does beat Ohio State this year. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, James
Mm,
Franklin is due to beat them. You
yes.
know,
Yeah.
sooner or later it's gonna happen. You would think, as long as he's still there, it's gonna happen sometime because they always play him close. So I think Jim Knowles is gonna help him get it done this year. And like CJ and they were saying with Bryce, I've been letting it know I want Bryce to start, because we're expecting to make the playoff, and we're
Yep.
expecting him to take the reins anyway. Let him get them reps. You need as many as if you're planning on being in the playoff. When you get to the playoff, you're gonna need him ready and to have seen as much football and took as many reps as possible because you're gonna be playing the best teams in the country. Ain't gonna be no
Yeah.
really easy ones.
No, definitely. Look, I'm gonna give my final thoughts before I let Amaze Man take it away for us. Look, again, thanks everybody for calling up, man. We appreciate the support. We can't do this without y'all. Keep the chats live. Shout to Mama. He's a wild boy, man, but we love him. Right? That's just Mama. And everybody else, man. Wes Qua, Cam, Dom, Keegan, Moose, Antoine, Town Health. You know, my man, AKA Scrooge McDuck. You know, everybody, man. Everybody that show love, man. We appreciate y'all. So, and that's it, man. You know, another good one. I can't wait for the season to start. We got a lot to talk about, but that's that, man.
No doubt. Shout out to everybody for joining the stream tonight. My guy Johnny, thank you for rocking with us tonight. We really needed that third player tonight.
Johnny, appreciate you.
But we didn't ask Johnny his final thought.
We did. We
already got
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. Sorry, I was into the game. Sorry.
It's all good.
Attention, brother.
We definitely needed that.
Yeah, I need Ridley. They still got that?
Yeah.
Do they still?
I think
I know when I was in school, that was like a big thing. Anyway, shout out to that, man, and thank people like Marmar make this thing obviously as colorful as possible. We appreciate him. As colorful
I
and
am
as
not
dark,
in the crayon box.
as colorful and as dark as possible.
Hey, listen, I'm the only crayon in the crayon box that's in the corner with a black suit on.
Yo, Kyoki, you definitely gonna want to watch this one back, brother. And Wednesday, we right back here Wednesday with Jake Krull, 4-star defensive end out of IMG Academy, and 4-star offensive lineman Brett Colajay with Cliff Hill of Prospects LLC. So right back here, 7 p.m. Wednesday, and then Sunday, you know we got Jamar Browder coming. So make sure you pull up for that too. Till next time, you know the slogan: stay angry.